Welcome to part 2 of the parent presentation for Read to Achieve. We left off in component 4 talking in reference to the student portfolio for 3rd grade students. Here is an example of the assessment score summary sheet that teachers would fill out on a student. This is for a fictitious student named John. As you will see, John was able to get mastery of Standard 1 by completing 3 assessments. You will notice the dates are different because you can only take 3 per week. However, you can also notice that John did not pass the first 2 attempts. One hopes the teacher went back and provided remediation, and John was more successful the second time. You will see, however, he was also able to complete Mastery of Standard 2, but was not able to complete Mastery of Standard 3. John would then be given opportunities to take the assessment multiple times until he reaches mastery. Moving to Component 5, Successful Reading Development for Retained Students Process. What happens if a student is unable to reach mastery either on the end of grade test, the retest, the Read to Achieve assessment, or through the student portfolio? We will talk about what we as the district will do to support the students based on the Read to Achieve law. So your child did not show proficiency in 3rd grade in the area of reading. The first major decision for a parental unit is to determine if their child will attend summer reading camp. This decision is entirely up to the parent. If the parent decides not to send their child to summer reading camp, then the child will be retained in 3rd grade and will repeat the 3rd grade year. However, and this is a critical decision, if a student attends summer reading camp, they will move to the 4th grade with specific stipulations. We will discuss what that process looks like next. However, if a student attends summer reading camp, it will last 6 to 8 weeks, meeting 4 or 5 days per week over that 6 to 8 week period, with a minimum of 3 hours a day in instruction in the area of literacy. The teachers at the camp will be selected throughout the district using data to identify the most qualified teachers in the district. These teachers will have a proven track record of moving students forward in the area of reading. At the end of summer camp, students will take the Read to Achieve assessment again, or they will show proficiency through the continued work on their student portfolio. So what does this process look like as far as at the end of 3rd grade? Well, the student will complete the 3rd grade end of grade test. If they pass it, they will be promoted on to the 4th grade, as long as they meet all other standards at the grade level. However, if the student does not pass the exam and the student qualifies for a good cause exemption that we discussed earlier, they would also be promoted to the 4th grade. If they do not meet any of the good cause exemptions, then they would be re-administered the 3rd grade end of year test or the Read to Achieve assessment. If they were to pass that, then they were to be promoted to 4th grade. If not, they would be enrolled in summer camp, if that is what the parent chooses to do. The students will work on their student portfolio during the summer, and they would have an opportunity to take the Read to Achieve test. If they show proficiency at the end of the summer camp, then they would be promoted to 4th grade. However, if not, they would be retained in 3rd grade and have a labeled 3rd grade retention. We'll talk about what that means in the future. So what happens if your child attends summer reading camp and they still do not show proficiency? They will have the label of being retained in 3rd grade, but they will be placed in a 4th grade class. There will be 2 types of classes. One is a 3-4 combination class. There will not be any traditional age 3rd grade students in this class. It will be other 4th grade students who did not meet proficiency and 4th grade students who did, thus the name 3-4 combo class. The other choice is attending an accelerated reading class, which is a 90-minute uninterrupted reading class intended to remediate skills from 3rd grade, but also provide instruction on 4th grade standards. This is the most likely choice DPS will adopt coming for the 2014-15 school year. Teachers of the 3-4 combination class or the accelerated reading class will be high-quality teachers selected based on their ability to teach reading. Students in the middle of their 4th grade year will have the option of taking the Read to Achieve assessment or completing their reading portfolio to show proficiency of 3rd grade standards. If they are able to show that, the label of retention in 3rd grade will be removed.